Hey guys, it's me. I know you're not. Let me start. How's it going, my friends? I know you're not enjoying being quarantined and all, and you know what? I gotta be honest with you. I'm not enjoying being quarantined as ever. The whole quarantine era has been taking a toll on everyone, and everyone's wondering, will everything be back to normal? Some say this could be a month, some say this could be a year, and I'm starting to get the feeling that what's happening right now, I mean, I'm starting to get the feeling that this quarantine era is never gonna end. I feel like we're never gonna hear the end of this, and I'm starting to get the feeling when is this ever gonna end. So I'm trying everything I can just to get hang in there and just think about think about the good thing, think about what's happening right now. Trying to think about something else right now, trying to get it off my mind. That's ever. I don't know what to tell you. This I don't know how. Actually, let me erase what I just said. I don't know what to say, but this quarantine is. I'm just saying this quarantine is really taking a toll on everyone, and everyone wants to know when is this ever going to be over. I keep saying it's going to be over soon, but it seems as though this might it might not be over until next year, and I'm starting to get the feeling: is this really going to be like this all year? Is it ever going to end? I mean, I'm trying everything I can to hang in there, but I'm starting to get the feeling that this is never going to end at all. I wish that I'm not gonna lie here. I wish this. I don't know what to say. I didn't really want this to happen, but it really is happening. And I bet a lot of people at home are starting to wonder when will everything be back to normal. It may take some time. No one knows when this is gonna end. I mean, like I said, I feel like we're never gonna hear the end of this. But I'm trying to hang in there, trying to think of good things as ever, just to keep myself going as ever. So that's all I can do. And right now, here I am making another video for today of my. Here I am making another video today of my artistic pictures, part 6. That's right. As you may have noticed, well, probably if you haven't noticed, I'm just gonna be honest with you. Been drawing a couple of pictures lately, including some that I've seen on television, giving me the idea to go on my laptop, head over to Google Images, and look up any characters I've seen from films, TV shows, and anything I've seen before on the television. So I'm trying everything I can just to keep you guys. Let's just say I'm doing everything I can to keep you guys busy and occupied as ever, just to keep you where you're at, just to keep you where you're at, just to keep you guys busy and occupied, and help you think of positive things, just to keep this going as ever. And if you may have noticed, well, actually, I'm showing you right now. I am wearing my new shirt to show my support. Hold on a second. Let me turn this way. I'm wearing my shirt. Yeah, that's badly. I'm wearing my shirt to show my support for autism awareness. This, my friends, is the new logo for. Let me see if I can bring this closer. Whoa, hang on a sec. Oh, crap. You know what? On second thought, it's best if I just show you myself. This is my new shirt for. This is my new shirt to show my support for Autism Awareness Month that is still going on. And if you may have noticed, this is the new logo for. This is the new logo for Autism Speaks. So feel free to find it and buy it. If when you feel free to check it out and find. Let me start over. Feel free to check it out. And if you ever see the shirt, feel free to get it. Show your support for Autism Awareness Month. April was supposed to be a month where we all show our support for Autism Awareness Month, but seeing due to what we're dealing with right now, this quarantine thing is taking a toll on everyone. And I don't know what to say, so just trying to hang in there, think of positive things, trying to think of positive things, and keep the day going as ever, and keep this thing going as ever. So that's so as for today here on Denzel's artistic pictures. This is part 6, And yeah, this is Denzel's Artistic Pictures Part 6, and I believe I have some pictures I may show you today. I've drawn a couple based on a character you may know from Star Trek The Next Generation TV series from back in the 90s, from the late 80s throughout the throughout the early 90s, and then having the show continue on with another generation series throughout the 90s, having well, you know the rest. Everyone knows about Star Trek very much. So I've also drawn some characters I may know from my TV show on BBC America known as Killing Eve. That's right. Looking forward to the next episode this Sunday. I may have to warn you though, if you see it in the next episode, episode 2 of season 3, if you happen to catch Villanelle dressed as a clown, I may want to give you the heads up. You may want to be aware of her being as a clown because, actually, I'm just going to say this right out. If you catch Villanelle dressed as a clown, to be honest with you, that's the last thing you want to picture. It's already bad enough she's kind of, how do I say this? Ah, yes, a psychotic nut house as ever. And Villanelle, her dressed as a clown, uh, I remember saying this to myself when they kept showing the promo for season 3 of the show coming back. I said to myself, if I see Villanelle dressed as a clown, that's the last thing I want to picture. And I remember saying this all the time. I can't picture Villanelle dressed as a clown because really, like I said, that's the last thing I want to pretty much see and witness. That's the last thing I want to see. Villanelle dressed as a clown because it's already bad enough she's already a nut house as ever. So if you watch episode 2 this Sunday, just be aware. Villanelle, that clown suit, don't ask. That's the last thing you want to see. Just be aware of what you're going to see on episode 2 this Sunday of Killing Eve. And also, what else did I draw a picture of? Draw a picture of NXT's USA UK tag team. That's right, the tag team of Oney Lorcan, the Boston native, and his partner from London, UK, Danny Burch. Yep. And to be honest, I also drew a picture of Kenny Omega during his time in the independent wrestling scene, including his time with Ring of Honor Wrestling. Not to mention, I watched his match last night as Ring of Honor continued. I watched his match last night of him against Aries as Ring of Honor continue on doing their Month of Honor for this month on YouTube, reliving some of the matches that have happened back in the day and the matches that were very famous back then. So get ready as I show you some pictures of what I've drawn lately for here on today of Denzel's Artistic Pictures Part 6. So get ready. Just give me 1 second. Alright, so get ready as I show you the first picture that I drew. And this picture would be no other than the NXT USA UK tag team of Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch. That's right. These are the two. You have Lorcan from USA, having to be from Beantown, Boston, Massachusetts. And you got the UK native himself, Danny Burch from London, UK. Yep. You can see I wrote at the top that says fight together. Yes, they do. And they're also tough as nails together. Yep. NXT's Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch. All right. I'm going to show you the next picture that I also drew. I drew this character from Star Trek: The Next Generation, the TV series, from way back when it was around the late '80s to the early '90s, more like into the early mid '90s. Yeah, something like that, to the mid '90s. And I'm going to show you the picture of everybody's favorite loving character, Lwaxana Troi, who happens to be a very lovely woman that everyone loves very much. I remember watching the reruns of the episodes from the show on BBC America. And every time I saw her, she always would hit on anyone that she ever came across, including the captain himself, Jean-Luc Picard, who sometimes felt like as if he really did expect her to come near him as ever. Yeah. So get ready. I show you. I'm going to be honest with you. I drew a couple of pictures of her. I drew a lot of pictures of her myself. So prepare to be amazed as ever. Here you go. A picture of Lwaxana Troi. Alright, that was her. Okay, I'm gonna show you the next picture that I also drew. I drew two of these characters from my favorite TV show on BBC America, and that would be Killing Eve. So get ready as I show you the two characters from the show, which happen to be no other than as a MI. Well, how can I say this? MI6 agent herself slash Detective Eve Polestri, and no, and then the psychotic nut house herself, Villanelle. So get ready as I show you the picture right here. You got Eve Polestri and Villanelle as ever. The show representing the show Killing Eve. Killing Eve comes on Sundays at 9, only on BBC America. All right, like I said, I'm going to show you a couple. I'm going to show you a couple of pictures of. I'm going to show you a couple of pictures I drew of Lwaxana Troi from Star Trek: The Next Generation. So prepare to be amazed as ever, as always. Well, prepare to be amazed for what I will show you. All right, I'm gonna show you the next one right here. All right, here comes another one. right here. Alright, and I believe I have one last one to show you. But before I show you that, let me also show you the picture of Kenny Omega, who I drew during his time from the independent wrestling scenes before he became the cleaner and getting us in Japan, then having to be welcomed back in Ring of Honor Wrestling. I showed it from his time as during his early days in the independent wrestling scenes and his time with Ring of Honor with Ring of Honor Wrestling as ever. Right here, Kenny Omega. That's right, from Manitoba, from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. I remember him making his debut. I remember finding out he made his debut. I remember noticing his debut in ROH back in 2008. It was at Northern Navigation 2008 as Ring of Honor debuted in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. The night where Mr. Wrestling Kevin Steen took on Nigel McGuinness for the ROH World title. And as Kenny Omega made his debut, he took on Delirious. Yep. I also remember seeing Omega in a three-way battle from Ring of Honor's Bound by Hate 2008, involving him against former Age of the Fall member Tyler Black and the American Dragon himself, Bryan Danielson. Yep. And I also remember the time Omega taking on Austin Aries for the Ring of Honor World title. And just like I said, I've also watched his match last night. I watched Omega's match last night against Austin Aries, where he got the victory over Aries after hitting his finisher, the electric chair German suplex, known as the Kreutz Wrath, which you all may know back then. So this is him, Kenny right here, Kenny Omega. Okay, last but not least, the last picture of Lwaxana Troi, her hugging what's the dude's name from Star Trek Deep Space Nine? Oh yes, Odo. Yeah, Odo. Yeah. This is her hugging Odo as they spend a nice and lovely time together. See how she really likes him, and Odo's starting to love her as ever. Alright, my friends. There you have it for today of Denzel's Artistic Pictures Part 6. Yes, Part 6. And I hope I kept you guys occupied and busy with this while you're at home being quarantined. I know you don't like being quarantined. I'll be honest with you, neither do I. I don't know how long this is ever going to. I don't know how long this is going to. I really don't know how. I don't know when this is ever going to end, and I really don't know when we're ever going to hear the end of this. I mean, really, this is. I don't know what to say. Like I said, just hang in there, think of positive things, try to think of something nice and lovely as ever, and hang in there, especially to everyone around the globe as ever. Just hang in there and just please stay safe as ever. Thank you for your time and enjoy the rest of your wonderful day. Thank you.